I'm going to be telling you guys the name of my story, and my name is Keyla. It is spelled Keyla, and most people spell it with the Ka, but the way my name is spelled is Ke, and the way I got my name was from this singer at this Christian church that my parents used to go to. Her name was also spelled with an E, and my parents thought her name was very, very beautiful, and they loved the way she sang, and they wanted me to have her name. And the way my parents were introduced to this church was through my grandpa, and my tata died 3 years ago. So every time I think of my name, I think of my tata, because he was the one who introduced them to that church. So to me, my name signifies family, unity, faith. Faith because my name stems from God. My name stems from that church. I think of family because it's something that involves my tata, who I love very, very much, and my parents, whom I also love. So it just, when I think of it, I think of him because of that reason. And unity because they were all together, because they remained together even in the United States, because my whole family comes from Mexico. They come from Juarez, Chihuahua, and my parents crossed over here. My mom crossed over here when she was in middle school. She came here with her visa, and as well as my dad, but he came here when he was in his 20s. But they're all from the same place. They all come from Juarez, Chihuahuas. So when they met here and got together and came up with such a beautiful name, I just remember how united we are, even in a whole different country. When I think of my name, I think of my family. I think of my culture, my customs, my language, just the fact that my parents have been so good at keeping our culture alive in the US, how my first language was Spanish, how the foods I eat are from Mexico, just the music my parents listen to, just the parties we go to. It's just, when I think of my name and I know that it's Keyla, it reminds me of who I am in this world. It reminds me that I'm not just American, I'm not just Mexican, I'm a combination of both. I have two different cultures, and that's what it reminds me of. It reminds me of being able to keep both of these cultures alive through the way I express myself, through the way my parents teach me and the values they pass on to me, through the values my grandparents have passed on to me, as well as the rest of my family.